YAHAWASHI.
Hey, you want to give our honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Harabakah, Kadash. We also want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. We want to say peace and blessings, salutations to the hopefully elect. I was a Hab to my left.
Yashima.
And today we're going to go into a topic entitled The Coming of YAHAWASHI, man. Alright, basically enlighten you so-called Christians that the day of the Lord is not going to be beautiful, man. Alright, you got it, brother.
It's the book of Amos chapter 5 verse 18. It said, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
Yeah, woe means destruction. Wait a minute, this is contrary to the Christian doctrine, man. Alright? Woe to you that desire the day of the Lord. Go ahead.
And it says, the day of the Lord, like it said, to what end is it for you?
So how's the day of the Lord going to benefit you if you're going to be on the receiving end? If you're going to be the one that receives the judgment, man. See, Christianity is going to get you a lot of you people killed, man. If you're an Edomite, you have no purpose for even associating yourself with YAHAWASHI. This word, just go sell, smoke crack, and pop Molly Percocets, man. And max out your credit card. Go ahead.
The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
It's darkness and not light, man. So, what are you smiling for? What's funny? What are you rejoicing over, man? Your death? Yeah, I get to die? Nah, man. America is about to receive judgment for what it has done to the YAHAWASHI's chosen people, man. And that's the introduction to this lesson, man. The day of the Lord is darkness, man. All right? So let's see if you can get an illustration of the day of the Lord. If you can get Isaiah 63.
Isaiah 63 coming.
Yep. Let's see what the Lord is going to be doing. Let's see if he's going to be playing a guitar, throwing up the peace sign. You know what I mean? Nah, man. The day of the Lord is going to be grievous, and it's going to be a so-called Negro, man.
All right, this is the book of Isaiah chapter 63 verse 1. Who is this that coming from Edom?
Yep.
With dyed garments from Basra?
Hey, now when has that happened in the ancient world for you clowns out there? You know what I'm talking about, man. Thinking that Babylon was in the ancient world is not applying to now. So this is a prophecy, man. Who is this that cometh out of Edom? Go ahead.
This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in his greatness of his strength.
What's him being glorious in his apparel and traveling in the greatness of his strength, man? It's those so-called UFOs, those chariots, man. All right, that's the greatness of his strength because he's going to be with tens of thousands and tens of thousands of his angels, man, his saints, man. Okay? The Lord, our Lord YAHAWASHI, Hamashiach YAHAWASHI, he's going to visit the earth with millions of chariots, man. Hence the movie Independence Day, man. Hence the movie The War of the Worlds, man. It's no coincidence that every movie has the same visuals, UFOs. What did the directors get the concept of UFOs? We're reading about it, man. Okay? Go ahead.
All right. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
Yo, that's YAHAWASHI speaking, man. I that speaketh the righteous, mighty to save, man. YAHAWASHI is mighty to save. Because just as America's going to get destroyed, the elect of YAHAWASHI is going to get delivered, man. Okay? You go ahead.
It said, wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat?
Yo, and Isaiah's asking, why are you red in your apparel, man? As though you just came out of the wine press, man. That's symbolic, all right? Because that's going to represent the death that YAHAWASHI is going to partake of, man. This world is about to be a new world order for real, man. Through the spirit of Yahweh, Bahasham, YAHAWASHI. The Most High is going to send his son, YAHAWASHI, to restore righteousness on the planet Earth, man. All right?
And you people have been duped, as the elder likes to say, man. Because you see change as someone protesting, someone voting for a new president, voting for a new mayor, voting for a new congressman. We finna go back to the ancient days, man. You know, when the new kingdom came into power, they had to take the kingdom, man. All right? Yahweh sending YAHAWASHI back to take the kingdom from Esau, man. You know, and it's going to be a slaughterhouse, man. You know, this is finna be the biggest mass killing since there ever was a time, man. Like the brother getting into, man. So you people, oh, I can't wait for sweet Jesus to come back. This world's getting so crazy. You don't understand, man. He's coming to slaughter, man, with unimaginable power, man. You know?
Hey man, and for the elect out there, and after you get your precept, we're gonna read down to verse 6 in Isaiah.
Okay, come.
For the brothers out there, man, just hold on tight, man. Whatever you're going through, just hold on tight, cause our Savior is about to redeem us, man. Don't get caught up in the smoke and mirrors of the allure of Babylon, man. All right.
This is the book of St. Luke, chapter 10, verse 18. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven.
What does he mean when he says, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven? That's how fast Esau lost his rulership, man. That's how fast Esau fell from his rulership. Started at around 1492 when Christopher Columbus first discovered America. Really the end of the 1300s when Esau slowly started to come in power through the Ottoman Empire, man. That 700-year building of your dynasty, man, it's gonna fall immediately, man. It's gonna fall like a World Trade Center tower, man. All right, Esau, you about to lose your rulership, man. We know who you are. You ain't no white man. You ain't no Caucasian. Like the brother in Cali, Barack Allah, he brought that book out. Who was Esau Edom? And you fake Jews got the book marked up at $4,000 because you don't want nobody to know your history, man. You already fell in the spirit, man. All right.
You back in Isaiah?
If you were down with
you. Verse 3, back in Isaiah 63:3. I have tried the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me, for I will tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury.
So break that down for you niggas that think that Babylon is talking about ancient Babylon, man. All right, this is YAHAWASHI talking about what he's about to do. It's a prophecy, man. All right.
And it says, for I will tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment.
Yup. He's going to stain all his raiment because after America gets destroyed, which we're going to go into it through the spirit, after America gets destroyed, the other nations are going to be fighting over who's going to be the world power. You know, Russia, Korea, all right? They're going to be fighting over who's going to be the world power, man. And guess who's going to interfere? All right, you had a precept, brother?
Yeah, it goes exactly what you was, Isaiah 63.
Okay.
And like the brother said, like the elder brother said, man, this is finna prove that they wasn't talking about ancient Babylon, man.
Okay.
Because he said he gonna fear him. So I'm gonna read it again. Then I'm gonna get the precept of Revelation.
Okay.
It said, I will tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. All right, so now you get to Revelation 19:12. It said, his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his head were many. On his head were many crowns.
Brother, can you start a verse above that?
Okay, come. This is Book of Revelation, chapter 19 and 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True.
That's that chariot, man. All right, same way it was mentioned in Isaiah 63. Who was to cometh out of Edom? How is he gonna come out of Edom, and how is he gonna enter Edom? Through his chariot, man. All right.
And it said, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and his righteousness, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war.
Yep.
His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns.
What does it mean when it says on his head were many crowns? What happens when a boxer takes the championship title? He walks around with the former champion's belt, man. All right, YAHAWASHI, that's representing YAHAWASHI taking the other kingdoms, man. And it's all through the scriptures, man. And then it said he was ready for war or something to that effect.
It said he judged in righteousness he doth judge and make war.
I thought YAHAWASHI I thought Jesus Christ was a piano playing, long hair, beetle, peace sign, savior, man.
Petting the sheep.
Yup. Nah, man. YAHAWASHI's belligerent, man. Cause he wants to rule this world in righteousness, man. And he wants his people on top, man. All right, bro.
And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood.
Going back to Isaiah 63, man. He was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. Because that's going to represent all the bloodshed he's going to cause when he crack them clouds. And you movie directors and you elite Edomites, you Rothschilds, y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all already know. And you have some called wartime propaganda. When you want to take over a country, you demonize the people of that country to sort of justify your actions, man. You know Yahawashi is going to come against you, man. So you use all this media and all this propaganda to turn the world against Yahawashi so the world can think that Yahawashi is the bad guy. All right, Yahawashi not the bad guy. You the damn demon. The proof on it, look at the earth, man. You know? Come, brother. All right.
And it said, and he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of the Most High.
Because what did it say? Behold, I came in the volume of the book. And then also say, Yahawashi is a spirit of prophecy, man. Okay? All right, you got it, brother.
All right, back in Isaiah 63:4. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeem is come.
Yep.
You know, Yahawashi can't wait to get at you crackers, man. Yep. He can't wait to get at you heathens, man. You know, he can't wait to show you that your technology that he has let you amass, all right, over this last 500 years, all right, is pathetic, man, compared to the power that was given to him by the Heavenly Father, man. You know, he can't wait, man. He on the edge of his seat waiting to get sent back, man. All right, to show everybody what's up, man. All right, because the disrespect for him and his father that's on the planet Earth is ridiculous, man. You know? Verse 5. And I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore my own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury it upheld me. Verse 6. And I will tread down the people in my anger, and make them drunk in my fury, and I will bring down their strength to the earth.
Yeah, I would tread down the people in my anger, man. Who is that talking about? You damn Edomites, man. You other nations is going to be fighting for power. Going back to Joel 3rd chapter, man. You Hamites, you Edomites, y'all going to have to pay. You Arabs, y'all going to have to pay for putting us in slavery, man. Y'all going to have to pay for reaping the benefits of putting us in slavery, man. Period, man. And no matter what you say to us, no matter what you do, all right? No matter what you say to us, no matter what you do, Yahawashi is going to come back for vengeance, man. Whatever the type of missile defense system you have, you do not have a chariot defense system, man. All right? And if you do, that's real cute, man. Too bad it won't actually work, man. All right? The Most High is very belligerent. Yahawashi is very belligerent. If you go back to the word belligerent, it means warlike, man, a war. All right? And that's Yahweh and Yahawashi, man. The Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and His Son, Yahawashi, man. All right? Because Esau taught you a religion that kept you passive while he was putting his foot up your behind, man. All right? But that's not... Our heritage don't teach us that, man. That's not what the law, statutes, and commandments says, man. Sit on your behind while your enemy beat the hell out of you, man. Actually, the birth of a nation, the real birth of a nation, which is Israel, it came by way of executing the damn Canaanites that stayed in the land. Go ahead, brother.
I'm just saying, every heathen on the way to that land.
Yep.
You know,
it was
Israel
war,
was conquering kings on the way to the land of Canaan, man. You know,
if you want to get 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, starting at the first verse, and that's gonna be the basis of the lesson.
Come on, bro. 13, start 13:1.
Come on.
All right, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, verse 1.
Let's see if we're gonna have a Barney illustration of the Lord coming back.
And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof.
Yeah, this is Yahawashi. Get ready to enter into the planet Earth, man. Enter into our atmosphere, so to speak, man. All right.
And it says, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him.
I believe that was mentioned in Revelation 19:12 how he came with his army. So those thousands are those other chariots, man. All right, you got it.
And verse 4, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all day burnt that heard his voice, like as the earth filleth when it filleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there were gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea.
Yeah, because just as it was mentioned earlier, man, this is after America gets destroyed, man. And after America gets destroyed, you other nations are going to be fighting over who's going to be the world power, man. This is going back to the speech where Ronald Reagan just what happened to speak of a hypothetical situation where all the nations are going to have to come together to fight against some external force, man. He wasn't just freestyling. He was just saying that for the people, but he knew ultimately the elite's going to have to answer to YAHAWASHI, man. The same way Christopher Columbus used the Apocrypha to realize that there was an America on the other side of the world, the same way the elites used the word or the Apocrypha to understand that they was going to have to be confronted by YAHAWASHI. Period. All right, and this is YAHAWASHI right here. Go ahead.
And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of the number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea.
And the man that came out of the sea is YAHAWASHI, man.
And that sea represents the atmosphere.
You
know, because it's just water. The atmosphere is just water in the vapor form. You know, like the niggas at IUIC try to teach like the cherry gonna come out of the ocean, man. You know, being simple, man. No, man, cherry is gonna come through the atmosphere, man. It's gonna crack Earth's atmosphere, man. In verse 6, but I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it.
Yo, that's a chariot. How else do you fly upon a mountain? You don't. It's a chariot. It just so big, it's gonna look like it's a mountain.
And if you brothers seen mountains up close, huge. Verse 7, but I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet durst fight.
If you could get that precept in Daniel 2:34 right quick.
2:34.
Going to show you, man, the Bible is connected. The word is connected, man. This is not some random contradicting statements going on, man.
You said 2:34?
Yep, 2:34 through 35.
Okay, All right, this is the book of Daniel, chapter 2, verse 34. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay, and break them to pieces.
Yeah, and this is going into the same illustration or the same vision mentioned in 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter. That stone made without hands. It's going back to that mountain, that flying mountain, which is the chariot of YAHAWASHI. And he destroying the image mixed with iron and miry clay. He's destroying the new Roman Empire, man. Because although America gets destroyed, the remnant of the Roman Empire, all right, is still gonna be fighting for rulership, man. All right.
The EU and NATO.
The EU and NATO at the water. All right.
Verse 35. Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together, and became like the chaff of the summer threshing floors, and the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them, and the stone that smote the image became a great mountain and filled the whole earth.
Hey, now where else is that mountain mentioned? 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter. Just to show the brothers that, you know, everything's connected, man.
And then that it said that the whole statue, because you know you go through that statue, you go through the Babylonian Empire, the Medo-Persian Empire, the Greeks, the Romans, you know. But just like the brother said, the rock, that mountain, which YAHAWASHI smashed that statue, and that's why he had the head with many crowns. All them empires, because those people from those empires are still here, you know. So when he crushed that statue, all the crowns, all right, all the power will be given to YAHAWASHI, man.
Because everybody's excited right now. Everybody knows America's gonna fall, but they're thinking in their mind, we about to come into power. But going back to the great image, man, YAHAWASHI taking the crowns from all of you, man. You got it, bro.
All right, back in 2nd Esdras. All right, back in 2nd Esdras, all right, verse 7, it said, but I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they were gathered together to subdue him, were so afraid, and yet durst fight.
Yeah. Going back to Daniel, the second chapter, around the 35th verse. All right. Going back to Revelations 19, around the 12th, 13th verse, man. All right. This is where those crowns are going to come from. This is where Isaiah 63 is coming from. Who is this that coming from Edom, man? All right. Going back to that Roman Empire, that iron mixed with miry clay. Okay. That great multitude, man. All right.
And it says, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war.
Yep.
Verse 10, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests.
Yeah, that's that concentrated fire, man. So-called laser beams, man, which is going to destroy every stealth plane, every helicopter, every tank, every harp instrument, every drone. It's going to get that ass beat by Yahawashi and his army, man. All right, those are the vehicles of Yahawashi. As a matter of fact, you go on YouTube right now, and you can look at the NASA space probe. I think that's what it's called. And it's just thousands of chariots flying around this 12-mile long space probe, man. So Esau knows what's about to happen. The same way when you, in the ancient world, when you look over the horizon line in the sea, and you see a bunch of ships headed towards your way, you already know you about to get that ass beat, man. Same thing, Esau's looking out of space, and he sees the chariots all out of space. And he has his warlocks and witches studying the prophecies as well. So Esau knows what's about to happen, man.
Night.
Night.
And this is just a quick precept back up on what you saying about the laser beam, bro. This book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 20. His severe wrath shall be sharpened for a sword, and the world shall fight with him against the unwise.
The world is the elect. All right.
Then shall the right aiming thunderbolts go abroad, and from the clouds, as from a well-drawn bow, shall they fly to the mark.
Yeah, that those thunderbolts are those laser beams, man, concentrated fire. Because that's all lightning is. It's concentrated fire, man. And the mark is Esau, you know?
All right. Verse 11. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude and an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid.
Hey, that's the point, man. This is Yahawashi. And Yahawashi has subdued all those world powers that you always saw on CNN and Fox News, and you saw them in the glory of their might. Guess what? In a short period of time, Yahawashi is going to destroy them and turn them to a dust bowl, man. All right? And that was the main point. That's the real Yahawashi. That's the real Messiah, man, who you've been raised to think it's going to be all daisies when he comes. This is what you just saw, what this brother just read. That's the real Yahawashi, man.
I got one quick one, bro.
Okay, it's fine. Come bring it out. You know, there was a song they used to sing at church. It went like this. I can't wait to see Jesus. Jesus is coming again. You know what? Y'all shouldn't wait to see Yahawashi. Y'all can't wait, man. Cause he gonna destroy you, man. You're gonna be real surprised when you see the real Yahawashi. You know? Alright. I got you, bro.
Trying to find a Joel.
Which one? In 2?
Come. The good and terrible day.
Let's see.
Okay, I found it.
Okay.
It said, this is the book of Joel, chapter 2, started 29. It said, no, started 30. And I will show wonders in heavens, you know, going to the super moon, the blood moon, blue moon we seen yesterday. And I will show wonders in heavens, and in the earth blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord Yahawashai shall come.
I think there was it was sampled from Billie Holiday's song, Strange Fruit Hanging from the Tree. I think she also mentioned the phrase, don't get me wrong, but I think she said blood on the leaves. Blood on the leaves. And what's his name? Nat Turner, before he had the rebellions, he had a dream that he saw blood dripping on the leaves. What that means that it was time for war, man. So for us to see this moon dripping blood, it's a sign. But in the spirit, what is a sign of? It's a sign of war, man. There's going to be a lot of bloodshed on this planet Earth committed by Yahawashai. Committed by Yahawashai, but that's why the Most High is called the Lord of Terrors, man. All right, but have you had any closing statements?
Yeah, that was it, bro. Like you said, the understanding, all right, that we was taught coming up, man, was completely off, man. All right, and as men of the Lord, man, we were set up to teach the correct doctrine, man. All right, to prepare the elect for what's to come, man. You know, because Yahawashai finna come back with so much power, man. We can't even fathom, man. We gonna be scared, man. All right, we not gonna be right until we get on those chairs ourselves, man. You know, that was it.
Hey, well, that was it, man. I hope you brothers are edified. We want to give all the glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashai, Ahal, Kalal. I'm sorry, Bahasham, Harakah, Kodash. All right, and we also want to give double honor to the apostles, because without the apostles, we wouldn't know about these breakdowns and these visions that was putting it on parchment paper, man. All right. Hey, but with that, hey, shalom.
Shalom.